The last one got 94,000 views, and that was an OG ASTD. So how is Dragon Ball Units only in the new game? Let's go see how OP it is, guys. All right, let's get it started. So first up, let's go see which all units we're going to need to bring. So first up, I'm going to be honest, guys. Broly might be the top DPS in the game for Dragon Ball Units. His DPS gets actually insane with his Rage passive. All right, next up, we got Goku. Now, I'm not going to lie, Goku's also pretty good. All right, you know what also is pretty good, guys? I'm giving away 1 million Robux. We get to 1 million subscribers, so make sure you guys smash the subscribe button if you guys want to be a part of the 1 million Robux giveaway. And also, as a bonus, if we can get this video to 2K likes before the update, I'm going to be giving away a summer update bundle to somebody in the comments. So like the video and comment down your username if you guys want to enter in. All right, let's see what other good DBZ units exist in the game. All right, next up, we have King KO. Let's just say this guy used to be one of my goats. I believe it was the anime Switch, I want to say, man. This guy was my goat. Now, I do need to feed the beast a little bit. Not too much. Can I get him to 8 damage? Okay, we got him to 8 damage. I don't know how much the rest matters that much. But, yeah, 8 whole damage, guys. I don't know. And I will say his damage stuff does kind of matter. But we're going to bring him. He's actually a buff unit. So that's going to be really nice for our team. Now, next up, you might be wondering, who else are we going to bring? And honestly, there actually is a pretty good option there. And what I recommend, I think what our go-to is going to be is this guy right here, Vegu Mind. Apparently, he's very OP, and he low-key might as... Oh my gosh, what is going on? He might as well be a 5-star from what I've heard. He's actually pretty insane, and he does actually kind of have his own challenge to evolve from the 3-star Vegu. If you guys see, he has the training scouter from the Vegu challenge. So this guy is basically a glorified... he gets pretty good, and apparently has an OP ability, which we'll be checking out. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't want him to be absolutely trash. So I'm going to give him a few levels. Now, I don't want to waste too much XP on him. So I'm going to get him to level 52. But I do want a trait that's at least half decent, right? Like, I don't really want to waste my traits. So we're going to roll a few times on our boy. And if I get all-star, I'm going to cry. So let's see if we can get something half decent. You know, Prodigy, Companion. Honestly, sometimes Companion is meta. So we're going to be bringing Companion. I know for units like Blackbeard, and somebody said Ishtar is actually pretty good. All right, next up, there is a Super Goku we need to bring. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how really good this guy is, not gonna lie. But the thing is, only he works with the tag team, so we're gonna have to bring him, sadly, which really does suck. But that's life. So let's see which one is the best that we have. Okay, this guy actually has some pretty decent stats, so we're gonna bring him. I want to get a shiny version, but that's gonna be later, and I'm probably gonna evolve it anyway. So we're gonna get it to like level we'll say level 50. I don't want to waste too many. So we got him to level 50. We're gonna equip him, and we are gonna get a trait on him as well. But you know, we're not gonna get anything good. If I get all-star guys, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. All right, Zonkai 3. We'll do a couple more. Prodigy, Dexterity. Don't want those. Okay, well, I want something half decent because I think it might take his trait. I don't remember. Okay, why am I burning traits on this guy? Midas. I guess he's gonna be our money unit. Sharpshooter. There we go. I can rock with that. All right, so we need one more unit. Now, some people like might tell me to bring like a slow unit or something, but we're gonna go Dragon Ball only hardcore. So we need to find one more DBZ unit that is worth its salt. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure one of those does exist. And I'm not seeing any other DBZ 4-stars. So we might have to go with Broly, which I don't even think has a tag team, which is kind of tough. But I can tell you what we can do is we can troll the people who look at the thumbnail, and we're going to bring a cool version of Goku. There's actually like a special Goku skins out there, but we're just going to bring a Goku. It's going to be kind of a wasted slot. Actually, you know what? You know what? We're gonna do it. Sometimes people want me to bring a farm unit, but I don't know if that's really valid for the challenge. So we're gonna skip the farm unit. We still probably have enough money to max everything out anyway. So we are gonna skip the farm, but I might regret. Actually, I don't know. You know what? I was going back and forth on this. We're gonna bring the farm unit, guys. I think it's gonna be the best option. I know it's technically, but because all the other Dragon Ball units are like 4-stars and 3-stars, so I'm like, do we really want that? Now, there's also some cool Goku skins, so keep that in mind as well. I think the coolest one is from I think it's the Vegeta challenge. It's like Goku SSJ3, which is pretty dope. So okay, King KO, I think you actually do want to trade on him. If I remember correctly, the trait you want on him is Zonkai. Or any of the damaging traits, or Companion. Okay, Zonkai 2, we're gonna take it for now. That's gonna get his damage up to 9, which should hopefully make his buff a little bit better. But we will have to see that. So let's head over into infinite mode and let's go see how good this team's going to be. I'm a little bit worried, but we're gonna give it a shot. So let's see if it's gonna cook or not. All right, let's start off with a farm. We're just gonna farm hard. Let's get it popping. All right, I want to check out our boy Vegeta. Ooh, 5 placement, and he is a hill unit as well. That's kind of weird. Vegeta was always the ground placement in OG ASTD, but it looks like they flip. Actually, no, Goku. This Goku is, but this Goku. Oh, he's also hill. So I guess they're just all hill units. Bro, are all these units hill units? Bro, they're all hill units. What the heck? Except for King KO. I guess that makes sense. It'd be kind of weird to have a buff unit that's in the air, but maybe not. I don't know. All right, well, I want to get this guy placed down. Oh my gosh, I have no money, bro. All right, let me toggle upgrades. That's a very useful button. I don't want to take damage I don't have to, so. All right, Vegu, I need you to cook. Oh my gosh, guys, what the heck? Bro, where's my money, man? Give me my freaking money. Oh my gosh. All right, well, that was a little awkward. All right, well, here we go. Vegu mind. Let's turn off his VFX. I want to see if he's going to cook or not, because everybody was glazing him. He might be the best 4-star in the game. So let's see, guys. Is Vegu the best 4-star? Starting stats, a little bit light. He does have a nice AoE and a decently fast SPA. Ooh, I like that. Okay, you know what? I can see it being pretty decent. 700 damage, a little bit light. All right, 3,000. Okay. Yeah, still definitely a little bit on the light side. So we're going to toggle upgrade, and there we go. So yeah, a little bit disappointed with the damage. I think Asta has a little bit more damage than him, 4-star wise, but not too bad. Does it have oh, it does have multi-hit, so it hits 3 times. So that also is a little bit of an advantage as well. So kind of hard to complain with that. And he is kind of mainly used for the tag team, which we will check out in a little bit, once we figure out where to get all of our placements in for the video. So here we go. Okay, we still need a little bit more to go there. All right, we got to max out these farms, so give it a second. All right, here we go. 4,500, and apparently he gets the new ability Explode, which we will check out. It's not that expensive either, so. And I don't know how much DPS it does, but we'll figure that out as well as we go along here. And it's not that pricey. If you can spam it, that might be a pretty nice combo. Here we go. Deals 10 times this unit's damage to all enemies within range. Global cooldown of 240 seconds. Okay, so it looks like they all have to be in range. So we're going to place one over here. And bang. Okay, all right. So it doesn't kill the shields, though, which is a little bit annoying. And it doesn't cause him to die. So you can still sell him afterwards, which is honestly kind of nice. So I can definitely see that ability being a little bit useful. Now, 10 times this is only like, what? 18,000. So I would say the damage overall is a little bit light, especially considering it is a global cooldown, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, wait, we didn't even lose a shield yet. We're good. We're golden, guys. We millionaires, baby. Let's go. All right, next up, we got to check out Broly, because I'm not going to lie, Broly's going to kind of carry us. So I think placement-wise for Broly, we're going to go like on this one here. I'm not sure this is the best spot or not, but yeah. And for Broly, you always want to max them out one at a time. That way you guys can get to the rage bonus faster. So we're going to max them out so we can take full advantage of the rage. And let's just say Broly is definitely kind of goated. All right, I'm not going to lie. This man is an absolute beast. And you guys can see his DPS is already 3,800. And let's just say it goes up every single wave. I'll show you his max DPS a little bit. So I did get him to level 80. Let's just say it absolutely freaking cooks. Like, it low-key is a little bit busted. I can't wait to show you. All right, next up we have Goku. Now, the thing that makes Goku special is his DPS doesn't look too crazy, but Goku 5-star is 4 placement, so his DPS is already pretty much higher. Now, that does also mean that Companion is not that good on him, so keep that in mind. But overall, really pretty solid unit. Now, his damage starts out low because of how cheap he is, but you're going to see it goes up pretty fast. And then he gets this kind of tiny single target, almost like AoE. He does start off as single target, which is definitely a bit annoying. But it does go up a little bit better. And he actually gets a line AoE at the end. And look at that fast SPA, 1.6 SPA. Kind of hard to compete against. And if you have like Corrupted on him, he can be a pretty decent shield breaker on that upgrade. Now he does get another attack as well. So you guys can see what his VFX look like. A lot of people were complaining about ASTX's VFX. Let me know what you guys think. Some people were saying they were all like very small and not epic. And I want to know what you guys have to say. And then here we go, line AoE. So 14,000. So his DPS is actually pretty good because remember, this is times 4. And look at that line, guys. Almost like a Mihawk type line. So I can definitely see why people are glazing Goku. All right. All right, next up, we got to check out this 4-star. I really want to see what this tag team is looking like. So the 4-star Goku is kind of mid. He does turn into Super Goku, though, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. Like, low-key, that does look kind of dope. So I will say that does, you know, kind of, you know, up his coolness factor a little bit. I do need to get the thing for the video. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, that definitely does up his coolness factor. Look at that. All right. I mean, the Angel Goku's also pretty cool too. Not gonna lie, but that definitely does up the factor. Now look at those stats, 2.6k with sharpshooter, not the craziest, but it is something at least. So I don't know if it's not really the best in the game, but again, they're not really meant to use on their own. They're kind of more like, you know, like tag team type units. So it's kind of recommended you don't upgrade them and just use their tag team instead. And that should absolutely cook. So I need to get the screenshots though, so give me a second here. Oh my gosh, I do not want that thing. There we go. All right, well, we got the screenshots of all the units. And it's gonna allow us to cook, and then we'll check out the team up in a second. So Broly, oh yeah, Broly always looks good, guys. Broly always looks good. Goku also looks pretty good as well, and there's so many cool Goku skins that I definitely recommend you guys take a look at them and see which one is your favorite. I think there's even like some golden skins and whatnot you guys can earn from the NPC missions, which are really, really dope. So we got a screenshot of that guy. Let me get a screenshot of King Kai. Here we go. But yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised they added this guy in the game. I know I saw him in Anime Switch, but I'm pretty sure it's the only other game that I've seen him in. And maybe Pocket Anime had him, I want to say. I forget, but yeah, Anime Switch is what I remember him from. F in the chat for Anime Switch, guys. That game was gone way, way, way too soon. And I really wish that game would have had a chance. All right, anyways, let's go take a look at this tag team. So I believe it just does the one closest to it. So there we go. So this is what the tag team looks like. Oh, it did change the skins. Okay, so they're like battling each other. 914 hybrid units. Okay, and it does take the sharpshooter trait. So it takes Goku's trait, which is a bit annoying. So here we go. And it looks like their stats are averaged. And I believe their levels are also averaged as well. So decent stats. Oh my gosh. Okay, so maybe not that good. No special thing, maybe a decent line AoE, but look at the DPS. The DPS is about half and it requires 2 slots. So probably not that worth it, to be honest. Yeah, kind of a little bit disappointing, not gonna lie. And 40k to max is not cheap. So we're gonna focus on maxing the Gokus because this is gonna be the best investment in for our money purposes. And yeah, I'm gonna sell this Vegu. So everybody there is maxed. These are the most important. And then we're going to work on getting these Gokus placed down as well. We're going to try to keep them within like the possible buff range. And we will we'll place some Vegetas down too. But yeah, all these should just team up with a Goku. So it doesn't really matter where they get placed. But we do actually have one extra spot for Vegus. So I'm going to put the Vegu in here as well. We might be able to max them out, but I'm not really sure. So yeah. So I believe our current priority though is King KOE. Now, I don't really quite know the best way to do his buff because they keep changing how these buffs work. But I'm going to try to slide him over there. And his buff should gain some range, right? Okay, so his range does not... Okay, there's no range gained, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. So we're going to stack him over there. And I think you're supposed to stack the buff, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to try to squeeze these buffs in. Here we go. Oh, wait, you don't want to max them out, I remember. Oh, yeah, you don't want to max them out. So you want to max them out at the very end. So I just wasted a bunch of money. You want to get him actually to the almost the max upgrade. So you want him to get this 4th upgrade because then he gets this red spirit, which is very good, but it's going to mess you up because it's more of like a last second attack, which we will try out, but we don't want to use it quite yet. Okay, so we got to get this buff. I think this is how you stack the buff. I think it's a chain buff. So we're going to put that on auto and this on auto. And there we go. That's the max buffs. And then, yeah, we got to get this set up in a second here. So this one will also go on the max buff too. Okay, well, I can't see a dang thing. So this is going to get messed up. So once the buff is gone, there we go. Red buff and red buff. There we go. Hopefully that's close enough. It might be messed up, but it is what it is. So there we go, guys. 40% buff. So with the buffs, 8,000 DPS. Hot dang. And Goku's at 5,000, again with the 4 placements. And Super Goku's at 2,700, so not bad at all. Now, we don't have any Blackbeards or Slows, so keep that in mind as well. And we do actually have, you know, our Last Chance buff as well. Okay, so some of us are buffed. Okay, I don't know what's going on, man. This is cooked. Did I, like, miss an auto button? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, buffs in this game are so cooked. Why do they make us have to stack like the old days, man? Can we just have the instant buff like we... like, I don't know. It's just kind of a pain. If you ask me. Especially considering, like, back in the day, yeah, you could chain buff to get 300%. Now you have to chain buff to get, like, freaking nothing. Like, it's kind of criminal. Alright, I do want to get this guy upgraded to max as soon as possible. And this Vegu as well. That'll put us in a pretty good spot. But wave 37, and we're still cooking. Okay. Alright, I like what I see. And again, if we ever need to, we can drop this Red Spirit buff. And that's going to, no, the Red Spirit X4 buff. And that's a one-time use, basically. But it's going to allow our entire, like, team to just absolutely cook. So let's see how far we can get. So far, it looks like we're getting close to 40, unfortunately. This is kind of the time where you might want to start, like, not auto-skipping. That's definitely a consideration you guys can make. But for these challenges, we're going to keep it on auto. Just to kind of be fair. And yeah, so yeah, I definitely think having no slow units or time stop is kind of a bit of a hindrance. Oh my gosh, also this buff is so scuffed. You might just have to manually buff in this game. I'm not sure if the autos are working properly, to be honest. And yeah, once the enemies get in range, we're just gonna, you know, pop this buff and call it a day. I'm not sure if it's time for that yet though. I'm debating on it though. I think it might be time. All right, we're gonna say it's time. We're gonna pop the buff. 75% range increase. Oh, they didn't even get the bonus. Dang. Well, that's unfortunate. They didn't even get the bonus. I mistimed it. But wave 40, yeah, it looks like wave 40 is about what you get without time stops. Yeah. Wave 41. Okay, a little bit disappointed, but there you go, guys. We might be able to squeak in like one extra wave. We'll see here. Oh yeah, the DPS is crazy. Oh my gosh. It like instantly wipes out any unit that's in his range. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Get that normal. Get that normal. Dang it. Dang. Wave 41. Yeah. Not that impressive, but again, with no slow and no time stop, it's hard to complain. So, yeah. So there you go, guys. Dragon Ball units only. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know how I can improve in the next video, and I'll catch you guys all for the next challenge, and see you soon for the update. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe.